Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Cleveland Cavaliers versus Toronto Raptors. The Toronto Raptors are entering this matchup as a young team still trying to find its rhythm. With several key injuries plaguing their lineup, they face an uphill battle. In contrast, the Cleveland Cavaliers are positioned to dominate with a strong core of Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. This group has already established chemistry, and players like Allen and Karis LeVert have previous experience playing under coach Kenny Atkinson during their time in Brooklyn, giving them an additional edge. The spread initially opened at 3.5 points, but given the disparity in talent and cohesion between these two teams, it's safe to expect Cleveland to cover a wider margin. Look for the Cavaliers to comfortably secure the win and cover the minus 6.5 point spread. Prediction: Cleveland Cavaliers minus 6.5 points. As for the game total, expect a high-scoring affair. Neither team is particularly focused on defense, and both rosters feature younger players who thrive in an up-tempo style of play. With the Cavaliers and Raptors looking to push the pace, and with defensive intensity not being a strong suit for either side, this game should see plenty of points on the board. Taking the over at 224.5 points seems like the best bet in what promises to be a fast-paced, high-energy contest. Prediction: over 224.5 points. Charlotte Hornets versus Houston Rockets. I'm backing the Houston Rockets to start their season strong with a win at home, comfortably covering the 7.5 point spread against the Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday night. The Rockets were dominant on their home floor last season, boasting a 27-14 record in Houston, and there's every reason to believe they'll keep that momentum going. With a core that's largely unchanged from last year, Houston's continuity gives them a significant edge. Their young players are expected to take the next step in their development, and this game offers the perfect opportunity to showcase that growth against a Hornets team that's still trying to find its footing. Charlotte may have LaMelo Ball back on the court, but after playing just 58 games over the last 2 seasons, he's likely to need some time to shake off the rust and reintegrate into the team's flow. While LaMelo's return adds intrigue, it won't be enough to overcome a Rockets team that looks poised to capitalize on home court advantage and cover the spread. Prediction: Rockets minus 7.5 points. As for the total, I'm taking the under at 229.5 points. Early season games often see slower scoring as teams work to find their rhythm, and this matchup should follow that trend. The Hornets, especially with LaMelo easing back into action, may struggle offensively out of the gate. Last season, these two teams averaged just 221 combined points per game, well short of this total. While their defenses allowed an average of 230 points per game combined, Dillon Brooks, one of the league's premier defenders, should play a crucial role in keeping Charlotte's offense in check. Expect a more methodical game with scoring slightly below the line. Prediction: under 229.5 points. Chicago Bulls versus New Orleans Pelicans. The Chicago Bulls have made some strategic moves this offseason, and their youthful roster gives them the ability to play at a faster pace. This newfound speed should create opportunities for quick transitions and open passing lanes, especially against a New Orleans Pelicans team that, while decent in limiting turnovers, allowed one of the highest assist rates in the league last year. Chicago, known for taking care of the ball, also has an edge on the offensive glass, which could lead to crucial second-chance points and keep them competitive throughout the game. Prediction: Chicago plus 7.5 points. The faster tempo from the Bulls might come with a defensive trade-off, but the Pelicans have their own vulnerabilities. New Orleans struggled mightily with perimeter defense and rim protection last season, which plays into Chicago's ability to exploit gaps. Both teams have perimeter defense issues, so this could turn into a high-scoring affair, especially with the Pelicans' knack for drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line. The result: plenty of scoring opportunities, even with the clock stopped. Prediction: over 223.5 points. Memphis Grizzlies versus Utah Jazz. The Memphis Grizzlies head into this season with high expectations, and for good reason. After a challenging year, where star guard Ja Morant played fewer than 10 games, he's now back and fully healthy, ready to lead his team. With a core of key players returning, Memphis is poised to regain its status as a playoff contender. On the other hand, the Utah Jazz, whose roster remains largely unchanged from last season, struggled defensively and are clearly in rebuilding mode. With several young players still developing, they are likely to endure another difficult season. The Grizzlies, with their playoff aspirations, should have no problem securing a road win against a Jazz team more focused on lottery picks than playoff runs. Prediction: Grizzlies minus 3 points. Utah's defense was among the worst in the league last year, and with most of their roster returning, that trend doesn't appear likely to change. The Jazz gave up plenty of three-point opportunities and allowed easy buckets in the paint, vulnerabilities that Memphis can exploit. With the Grizzlies' top defender, Jaren Jackson Jr., sidelined due to injury, this game has the makings of a high-scoring affair. Both teams will look to capitalize on defensive lapses, which should lead to a fast-paced, offense-heavy game to start the season. Prediction: over 228.5 points. Golden State Warriors versus Portland Trail Blazers. The Golden State Warriors made a significant move this offseason, parting ways with longtime guard Klay Thompson. While Thompson was a key part of their championship runs, his recent decline in offensive production and defensive struggles made this the right decision for the franchise's future. With Thompson's departure, the team will now rely more heavily on emerging talents like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and rookie Brandon Podziemski to contribute alongside seasoned veterans Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. On the other side, the Warriors face a young and rebuilding Portland Trail Blazers team still searching for its identity after a dismal 21-win season. Golden State ranked second in three-pointers made last season, and Portland's defense was among the worst in the league, finishing 28th in defensive rating. This is a prime opportunity for players like Kuminga and Curry to exploit a weak Blazers backcourt and set the tone for the season. Prediction: Warriors minus 6 points. Klay Thompson's departure, while emotional for the franchise, may actually improve the Warriors defensively. Last season, lingering injuries and age had diminished his once elite defensive presence. While Chris Paul, now 39, isn't exactly a defensive stalwart either, Golden State's added size and versatility should give them an edge on the defensive end. Expect them to perform better than their mid-pack defensive rating from last year. Meanwhile, Portland is still adjusting to life with rookie Scoot Henderson, who has struggled with his shot. Given the matchup, this has the makings of a low-scoring contest to open the season. Prediction: under 223.5 points. Phoenix Suns versus Los Angeles Clippers. The Phoenix Suns are fully committed to a championship run this season, bolstered by the hiring of coach Mike Budenholzer. With a star-studded roster that features a big three that played just 41 games together last season, the Suns are primed to dominate, provided they can stay healthy. The absence of Kawhi Leonard, who is dealing with ongoing knee issues, leaves the Clippers at a disadvantage, as the Suns boast 3 of the 4 best players on the court. It's hard to envision James Harden, in his new role with the revamped Los Angeles Clippers, leading his team to compete effectively against this powerhouse Phoenix lineup. Prediction: Phoenix Suns minus 4.5 points. Both teams have the firepower to light up the scoreboard, thanks in large part to the scoring prowess of Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, each of whom averaged over 27 points per game last season. With Kawhi Leonard sidelined, Harden will need to take charge of the offense, attempting to recapture his previous form while with the Houston Rockets. The Suns, while not renowned for their defense, are certainly capable of putting up points in bunches. Expecting 60 points combined in each quarter isn't far-fetched given their offensive capabilities. Last season, both teams ranked in the top half of scoring. The Suns averaged 116.2 points per game, while the Clippers followed closely with 115.6. With both squads well-rested and ready to showcase their offensive talents in the new Intuit Dome, this matchup promises to be an offensive showcase. Take the over 223.5 total points.